movie where I'm in the world, not saving it or trying to kill it. Maybe someday. But you know, it's better than getting, you know, Paul Rudd's girlfriend in a Judd Apatow film where the boys get to do everything fun and the girl just gets to go like, honey, come home early. So, gay country line dancing? Yes, at the Rainbow Cattle Company in Austin, Texas. Wah wah. It's the best. And yeah, I think I would have to go on even with Marie and Cherry.
No, the old governor never called me. I didn't take any tips from him.
He raised my taxes.
He shut down my national parks. No, we did not, I never had the opportunity to talk to him, so it's a bit of a...
But we heard he really liked it.
Yeah, we saw it and said a good job, so that's nice.
Great job, man. Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Cheers. Here we are.
Russell Crowe would be an amazing actor to go toe-to-toe. And I would also conversely really love to work with Julianne Moore. It was amazing.
I would have loved to work with Brando.
We're talking now, dude.
Yeah, man, I would have took Brando. Like Brando.
Brando dead is better than lost alive. All the actors that Jason and Rose mentioned are just superb. I think, personally, I think it's a golden age of acting. I'm totally awestruck by the work that I see being done by, you know, all the actors. I guess, you know, we think of the old stars as being the greatest, and they were. Nobody will ever out-Bogart. But I'll tell you what, I'll stack Leo DiCaprio, Matt Damon. Their work just knocks me out, and 50 other guys who I'll think of after. I'd say, and I wish I never, you know, I very rarely get the girl. So I would like to. I'd really like to do something. I would think for. I love Kate Winslet. They got romance planned for me at some point. Yeah.
David, that's all I have to say. Thank you for making Avatar better.
Wow. Am I supposed to thank you for that?
We love the backhanded compliment.
You got a
We get
question?
them all.
I do. My husband wanted to say, he wasn't here, so he wants to say that you are a badass motherfucker.
That's why I'm like, here's some skin here. Covered in clothes. I want to do romantic comedy because I'm pretty romantic and I'm funny as fuck. So the world needs to know. And I'm tired of frowning. I'm a pretty lovable chap, and you know, I would want something that my family and my kids could watch one day. Which they can't watch any of my stuff now.
Yeah.
I believe all of you captured the essence of Robert E. Howard's character. Will there be a sequel?
I wish, but we never heard from any of those assholes after it came out. I haven't heard a word from anyone who saw it. It's kind of really sad because I feel a little cheated myself because we really busted our ass to make this amazing for the fans, and I was a fan, and I think we really struck it and hit it. But to tell you the truth, a lot of people didn't go see it. So with that, you know, I doubt they'll make a sequel. I would love it, but you know, there'd be less money there, and it's something I would want to get. I would want it to be bigger. years, but who knows?
People don't really understand behind the scenes. Lionsgate and Millennium, the people behind it, to an extent did a really good job, but the entire distribution team at Lionsgate just got replaced. So, no. It's not an all situation. The thing is, people don't realize is that you can, I mean, I was telling him yesterday, it's almost like giving birth, and it was a really fun popcorn flick. Maybe it was a hard R, so that was tough. They had another kind of horror movie on that date, which was PG, so that splits the audience. Then, I mean, there's a lot of factors people don't take into play, but it sucks, and it's happened to me before, where you have this really great, super fun film, so it's essentially like giving birth to this really pretty baby, you hand it to the nurse, and the nurse is like, it falls out of her hands and flies out the window. Like, really? Because so many things you do, and it can have a great script, it just doesn't come off. That makes sense to me.
Big drop, my baby.
They drop kicked it. And also the second weekend, Hurricane Irene happened, and 2/3 of the country was shut down. So it was just bad luck, essentially. But I would hope so, because I knew I was going to come back to life and try to fuck him up again. Wow.
Given how difficult it is to make a movie, it's always kind of remarkable to me that anything does well. I think that failure is more often the case, but I must say I was shocked. I really felt the ingredients were in place here for this to do very well. And it's really easy to kind of post-mortem on the thing. I think that the R didn't help it one bit because I don't think it helped the business.
I'm cold and wet and tired. I knew that pretty much when I read the script going in, that this was going to be the score. So I've never understood people that complain, like, oh, I'm outside all night. Yes, they're all outside scenes. It said so in the script. It's a fact. And other than that, I don't know. I have the kind of, I'm different. I'm not a method actor, which is where you do the thing where you kind of stay in character all the time. I have a thing where I can kind of, give me 10 seconds and I can cry hysterically and go to a different place. Which again, as he was saying, everybody's kind of got their own process. For me, it's just, and it's different. If you are, again, you're going to a scene where you're running, you want to kind of get up and this and that, but do I stand somewhere and make strange monkey sounds off set before I go on? No. Well, just privately.
I'll say something about Rose. I love Rose, and and I've worked with a lot of actors over the years, and what I got from Rose immediately, and which has been confirmed and reconfirmed, is that she is very old school. She understands how to act for the camera in a way that I associate with people like Betty Davis, Ava Gardner, the actresses from another time who really were interested in the whole process of the technical process of acting, aside from the interior work that she does beautifully as well. And I love that, and I love the fact that she has a very, very wide and deep history, a knowledge of the history of what we do. She knows. If I mention an old actor, George McCready, to a young fella in the business, they don't know who the hell I'm talking about, but she does. And I think it's so. I think it's vital, though, to kind of understand the history of your craft, or at least it's really helpful, I think, and it kind of honors the craft when you do that. And that's one of the things I appreciate most about Rose, is that she's so old school in that respect. So,
All of that coming from you, being such a fabulous, kick-ass actor. But no, I know, pardon us for that. It makes me feel terrific, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, orange hat.
It was really scary because when I did the role, it's in broken English. voice was. And then when I got there, you know, the cast is a cast of 50, and we're sitting around the round table, and the writers come up and like, Jason, we got this great idea. We found this Berkeley linguistic to make a language for you, because we think it's kind of silly that, you know, a whole tribe of, you know, thousands and thousands of people are going to learn how to speak English instead of this little white girl's going to speak Dothraki. And so I was like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. All right, that's cool. And like, oh great. Well, here's the CD, and I'm like, so I mean everything, you that big speech in the middle, it's all going to be in a different language. And they're like, yeah, it's like German Arabic. And I'm like, wow, German Arabic. All right, well let's hear it. When I looked at it, it's like there's like letters I don't even recognize, and I listened to the CD, and it's full on.
That's when panic sets into it.
It did, and what I did is I just locked myself in for a month and just had like the Bellman delivered pizza, and I just drank Guinness and just fucking. It was like learning a fucked up song. I play it over and over and over and over, and then once I knew the words, then I would just like stare at it, so I knew what I was saying. But it was the first time I've ever learned the language, so that's why it was really challenging and hard and great. And but it's absolutely essential for that character, so it was phenomenal. Thank you.
It was my third film and my first sci-fi film, so I was really excited. And it was called Phantoms. It was, you know, kind of goofy but fun at the same time. And it was Sir Peter O'Toole. And Peter is beyond amazing. He would sing Sweet Rosie O'Grady to me every day. We'd go into his trailer for tea at 4 p.m. And I was starstruck. He's Peter O'Toole, Jesus. But he and I, it goes away. That falls away. If a person is cool, and he's amazing. And I was lucky enough a couple months ago, it was just me and his family, to be with him at his Hand and Footprint thing in front of the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. And they made it gold, so it would be like the sand from Lawrence of Arabia. And so we've stayed close all these years, and he's probably one of the most amazing men I've ever had the chance to meet. And speaking of old Hollywood and just the stories, he gave me a big kiss in front of everybody. He was like, let's run away and start a scandal. He still got it, so for me it's Peter.
Yeah, I never told you this, but really the two of them next to me. You know, it's, you know, I'm married with children now, but Rose, you'd be in trouble if I wasn't. And
I have no free will in this. Apparently you're just bragging.
no, I would just grab it too. And me and Steven were working out one time, and I knew something that was that there was a character, and I couldn't fucking place it because he's so good. He's such a chameleon. And I love Tombstone. And when he said Ike Clanton, I shit myself because I could quote every one of his lines, and I did on the spot. And he kind of got a little creepy look in his eye. This fucker's like, and I'm like, and he told me the history of it. But I mean, I love. He stole in a cast of that many men, like Kilmer and Kurt, and I mean, and Bean, and all these guys. Like he fucking stole it, man. Ike Clanton was amazing.